We're Billy and Jan and we live full time in our van. We have been living and working in Cornwall for the last 6 months. Now the summer season is over, we are heading back to Essex to get some renovations done to Big Bez before heading back to Cornwall next April. Just before we left, we noticed some mould issues in the garage area and the main flooring area. So as soon as we got back, we knew this needed to be sorted first priority. Here's how we did it. Subscribe to stay tuned as Big Bez is having a big glow up over the next few months.
Afternoon everyone, we are back in Essex now and we are cracking on straight away getting to work on the van. So getting back to Essex has been strange. We've ended up just coming to my mum and dad's. We both spent last night just chilling, seeing family, catching up. I'm going to go see my granddad tomorrow. He's in hospital at the minute. It's weird being back and not in Cornwall. We just need to crack on and get the jobs done on the van really. At the minute I'm just pulling up all of the floor because where we put that stick down floor on, there was gaps in some of the boards, so whenever something spilled it just leaked under the floor, and that's caused a little bit of mould on top of the wood. It looks worse than it is at the minute because it's wet and I've sprayed it with mould spray. I've just pulled up all of the floor, started spraying the mould with a mould blaster, and then going to bleach it and then anti-mould paint it and then get some decent flooring to put on top. So let's get cracking and get this floor done. See, I've just blasted it all with the mould spray, and obviously a lot of that is just glue, so all that is just the old glue that I used to stick it down, so I'm going to sand it all down after as well. But I just wanted to try and get rid of most of the black mould that I could see, which it wasn't too bad actually. It's just the area there, other area a little bit, and under the fridge. So I'm just putting this mould spray on it, which is meant to get rid of the mould, and I'm doing this about 3-4 times, soaking it, leaving it, getting the scour up and scrubbing it. And I'm also using this little wire brush just to get rid of anything you can see. And apparently this is meant to prevent it and get rid of it. I thought it was a bit more serious, but apparently not. So it's getting there, and that mould spray works really well. So I just sprayed it on, and it's a wipe off one. I've just scrubbed it and done that about 4 times. It looks bad because that's glue and dirt, and obviously I'm going to sand it all back so it's nice and fresh. Get some anti-mould paint. I'm going to crack on with that. Been at it all day now. Day 2 of redoing the floor. So yesterday we sprayed all the mould down with mould blaster spray. I've let it soak, scrubbed it about 5 times, repeated that about 5 times, let it dry overnight with the fan on, and it's cleared it up pretty well, to be fair. So I'm just going through with a sander now. So that all there was all of that white, where that white is, was mouldy on the top layer. So we're just going through. There's a couple of little spots like there where I'm going to go over again, but so far it's definitely looking better. Right, so the floor is dried out. I've let it dry overnight, so day and a half. So what I'm going to do now is I've just cleaned it all the mould is gone, cleaned up, killed. Now I'm using Zinazer mould resistant paint. So hopefully I'll paint this on and it'll stop any mould coming back through, and there shouldn't be any mould coming through because there won't be any leaks or damp. So I'm going to get that covered, cover the whole floor, do 2 coats, and then after that going to seal the gaps up from the boards with some tape, some silver tape, and then get the flooring on. So apparently this paint, you can coat it on and it's ready to paint within another hour, so it shouldn't take too long. So that's the first coat done of the anti-mould paint. So I'm gonna leave that to dry for a couple of hours and then chuck another coat on. But yeah, looks 10 times better already. Right, that coat is now dry. Been a couple of hours. So just gonna get started on the second coat. I just started on the back as well because it was really sunny, so it's dried out quite a lot now. That's the back at the minute. And this is in here. So, second coat should be fine. 2 coats, I think it's all it needs. So I'll crack on with the second coat and then we'll see you when it's done. So that's the back and the front all painted and mould protected. 2 coats, so hopefully that should do the trick and get some flooring, some laminate luxury vinyl planks, which is waterproof and it clicks together. No more stress with water getting through to the subfloor. Also what I've done is taken the water tank out. I've cleaned that. That's all clean and ready to go back in. I've got to put a little breather pipe onto the tank. And then I'm going to move the water system around a little bit, but the main floor is done, ready to go, and it looks so much better. So that is it, all sorted, all damp proofed. All we've got to do now is lay some floor on top of that and seal it, and good to go.